President Mangino, I have the honor to report that there are now present members of the graduating class, the staff, and the faculty of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York, the governing bodies of the City of New York, and the State of New York, all gathered to participate in the 65th commencement exercises of the Queensborough Community College. It says under the direction, I turn to you. The audience, under the direction of Professor Stephen Dahlke, students from Queensborough's music department will lead us in singing our national anthem. Everyone, please stand.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Graduates and honored guests, please now join me in welcoming the president of Queensborough Community College of the City University of New York, Dr. Christine Mangino.
Thank you, Grand Marshal Pecorino, and welcome, class of 2026. To Queensborough Community College's 65th commencement exercises. I would like to welcome your families and friends, along with the faculty and staff mentors who have supported you throughout your journey. You who join us today in celebrating your achievements. This morning marks an important milestone as you officially become graduates of Queensborough Community College. Nearly 1,700 students are candidates for graduation, and almost 900 of you are here with us today for this commencement ceremony. Congratulations to every one of you on this remarkable achievement. We are privileged to welcome a distinguished group of guests who join us on the platform for today's ceremony, including officers of the university, representatives of the CUNY Board of Trustees, officers of the college, and chairs representing our 16 academic departments. We are also pleased to welcome our valued community partners whose collaboration and support continue to enrich and strengthen the mission of Queensborough Community College. Representing the Queensborough Community College Fund is board member Shirley Chen. Representing the Flushing Chinese Business Association and a longtime advisor and friend of Queensborough is Peter Tu. Dr. Jagdish Gupta, immediate past president of the New York chapter of the Association of Indians in America and supporter for more than $20,000 in scholarships to Queensborough students. And Liren Wei, managing partner of accounting firm Wei & Company and an ardent supporter of the Queensborough Art Gallery. Representing the Business Technology Early College High School, also known as BTEC, is Principal Patricia Henry. Queensborough collaborates with the Department of Education on this early college initiative. So we appreciate your presence and thank you all for celebrating with us. And now, a few of our special guests would like to share greetings with you today. Queensborough President Donovan Richards is a lifelong Queens resident and a true friend of the college. He is a tireless advocate for the borough and works to strengthen its schools and higher education institutions. Please welcome Queensborough President Donovan Richards.
All right, how y'all feeling, class of 2026? Are we ready to take on the world or what? All right, I don't hear y'all. Are y'all ready to take on the world or what? Well, I'm your Queensborough President, Donovan Richards, and it is such an honor to share this special day with each and every one of you. Thank you. Let's give it up for President Mangino for having all of us today. Thank you for your hard work and advocacy for all of your students at QCC. As I look out into this crowd, I see what makes this school and this borough so special. I see immigrants who came to Queens in search of opportunity, like the one you'll realize today. Take that, Washington, D.C. I see first-generation Americans like myself, whose parents sacrificed so much in order for their son to go and graduate from college. Now, I was the first person in my family to go to college and to graduate. Raise your hand if you're the first in your family to go to college and graduate as well. Give it up for them. Huge milestone. If you raise your hand, my message to you is to never forget those who helped you get here today. Give it up for them, your family members, your support system. And my message today is also to never forget your ability to do great things in this world. I see people from all walks of life, all races, and all religions, all backgrounds, all identities, and all orientations. I see a brighter future for this borough, this city, this country, and this world, knowing you are the people who are going to lead us into the future. There is so much inequality in this world, and it's a very real effort in Washington to dismantle public education as we know it. But that's one of the reasons I've invested it's going to be almost $8 million this year in QCC. And that's because we know those so-called leaders know that education is the great equalizer. Education is the key that unlocks the potential of our communities and uplifts families from across the spectrum of our society. The education you received here at QCC has put you in an incredible position to make such a difference in the world. Each of you is on a path to prosperity, but that path won't always be clear. So graduates, my advice to all of you today is this: keep an open mind. Understand that even if the path your life takes is not the path you envision, and trust me, there will be a fork in everyone's road. There is possibility and promise around every bend. It's okay to not know where your road will lead, but when you walk across that stage today with your eyes open and smiles on, I want you to embrace the pride you feel. I want you to commit yourselves to living your life with the clear eyes and open mind it deserves. That's how we lead the most successful lives we can imagine. And that's how we give back to those in our lives who sacrifice so much just to give us a chance at this moment today. QCC class of 2026, I'm proud of you. All 2.4 million residents of Queens are proud of you. We all believe in you. I can't wait to watch you soar. Congratulations. Queens get the money. Let's go Knicks and let's go Mets. God bless you all.
Thank you, Borough President Richards. Joining us from the City University of New York and representing the Chancellor's Office is Chief Transformation Officer Rachel Stevenson. Rachel, would you please stand so that we can recognize you? Bringing greetings from the CUNY Board of Trustees is Karen Coughlin. As the recently elected chair of the CUNY University Faculty Senate, Trustee Coughlin represents the faculty voice on the board. Please welcome Trustee Karen Coughlin.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm not nearly as cool as Borough President Richards. I'm sorry. Good morning, President Mangino, Grand Marshal Pecorino, distinguished faculty, guests, families, friends, and most importantly, Queensborough Community College, class of 2026. It is my distinct honor to stand before you today on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the greatest urban public university in the world to let you know how tremendously proud we are of each and every one of you. And I thank you all so very, very much for the opportunity to participate in this beautiful celebration. I am personally truly excited to be here for a few reasons. First, I'm from Queens. Born and raised in Forest Hills, my family still lives there. Second, like you, I am the proud holder of a priceless CUNY degree. Actually, 2 of them. I earned my first master's degree in urban studies at Queens College and my second master's degree in history at the CUNY Graduate Center. Go CUNY. The third reason I'm so excited is, as President Mangino mentioned, this is one of my first official acts as CUNY trustee. I only became a trustee a few weeks ago when I was elected chair of the University Faculty Senate. Along with that position comes a spot on the Board of Trustees, which means I have to attend a lot of long meetings, but I also get to participate in fun events like this. So the inspirational message I will offer to you today is, be open to changes in plans. As I look out at your beautiful, brilliant faces, I can see you have plans, big plans. And plans are terrific because plans are what get us out of bed in the morning to go to work or to school or do whatever it is we need to do to make our plans reality. But sometimes the plans don't work out as we expect them to, and we get mad. On each of the occasions when I've been sitting in the same situation you are now, I had big plans, and nothing was going to stand in my way. Then life happened, and as with everyone, my plans got changed. Things turned out in ways that were not what I had planned, not by my choice, and I got mad. I do not handle change well. But you know what? Always, somehow, things worked out okay. I found ways to roll with it, as we CUNY people do, and ultimately, things worked out in ways that were not what I planned, but were actually pretty great. For example, I'm here today. I definitely did not plan this. If you had told me at any point with my big plans that someday I'd be up here before you as CUNY trustee with all these very impressive people, having been imparted to impart inspiring words on you, I would have laughed at you. Anyone who knew me would have laughed at you. In fact, when I told people who I've known for a long time I'd be doing this, they did laugh at me. But here I am. After all the changed plans, it's all okay. In fact, it's pretty great. So my message is, be open to the changes in plans, because they might lead to things that are not what you planned, but are still pretty amazing in really exciting ways. So again, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, congratulations, class of 2026. Now get out there and change the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Trustee Coughlin. Finally, I would like to recognize Dr. Jonathan Kornick, Chairperson of the Faculty Executive Senate Committee, and Professor Barbara Rome, Secretary and Technology Officer of the Academic Senate. Would you both please stand to be acknowledged? At this time, we pause to recognize and celebrate those graduates who have exceptional achievements, whose exceptional achievements have earned special honors and awards. Will the recipients please come forward as your names are called? The John P. Bevilacqua Athletic Scholarship Award is presented to an outstanding student athlete who is a candidate for graduation. This year's recipient, Dominic Rogeria, please come up. The John F. Kennedy Memorial Award goes to the student demonstrating outstanding college and community leadership. This year's recipient, Kende Adekunle. The Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Award is presented to a student who has demonstrated exceptional leadership in promoting harmony and appreciation of cultural diversity. This year's recipient, Ajay Bhagwat. The salutatorian is a graduating student who has demonstrated strong academic performance, contributed to the Queensborough community, and embodies the mission and values of the institution. The recipient of this distinguished honor is Elizabeth Lee. And now, the valedictorian has demonstrated superior academic performance, contributed to the Queensborough community, and embodies the mission and values of the institution. The recipient of this distinguished honor is Aman Zahid. As the valedictorian, Imam will bring greetings on behalf of the graduating class of 2026. Please welcome Imam to the podium.
Good morning, everyone. Faculty, staff, families, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. My name is Iman Zahid, and I promise I will keep this shorter than your average classroom lecture. I want to start by saying something valedictorians don't usually say. I may not be the smartest person in this room. I am probably not even the smartest person in this graduating class. Because being here today was never about being the smartest. It was about showing up consistently, even on the days it was hard, even on the days where it didn't feel like doing anything. And that matters more than what people give it credit for. Before I get into anything else, I want to take a second to speak directly to the families and guests. You drove here. You took time off work. Some of you traveled far to be in this room. And for many of us, you did a lot more than just show up today. This degree has your name on it too. Thank you. When I first got to QCC, I was kind of a mess. Not academically, classes were going just fine. But as a person, I was closed off, shy. I would barely talk to anyone. I am an international student, far from home, learning how to navigate life in New York. I was walking around in my own little bubble, just surviving. Then, I walked into an interview for a program called C-STEP, and I sat down from across Miss Francesca, and something shifted. She was so calm, so easy to talk to, that I just relaxed. That was the moment I stopped just surviving and started actually living my college experience. And she was just the first person. Over the next 3 years, faculty mentors, advisors, co-workers, classmates, office staff, people I did not even expect kept showing up in small and big ways. This place, Queensborough Community College, is full of people who want you to do well. I just had to get out of my bubble long enough to notice. And I think most of us had a moment like that. A person, a program, a conversation, something that cracked the door open just a little. You only need one yes, one person who sees something in you, one opportunity that pulls you out of your bubble. That is all it takes. After that, I said yes to a lot of things. Some were research programs. Some were volunteer positions. Some were just showing up to events when I didn't really feel like going. And slowly, staying busy stopped feeling like pressure. It's worth talking about that because the word busy sounds exhausting. People hear it and think of burnout. But keeping yourself moving, keeping yourself involved, is one of the best things you can do for yourself. An empty schedule may sound like freedom, but it is also where distractions take over and pull you off track. When you are doing things, you are building things. And this is not about grinding yourself into the ground. This is about showing up. Even when motivation is nowhere to be found, motivation comes and goes. Consistency is what actually builds something. But here's what matters most out of everything. None of what any of us did happened alone. This college, this community gave us that. QCC is a community college in the most real sense of those words. We come from everywhere. Different countries, different situations, different starting points. And we still ended up here, in the same rooms, figuring it out together. In one of the most diverse counties in the world, at the most diverse campus, where over 80 languages are spoken and over 140 countries represented. That is something special, and it should not be taken lightly as we walk out of here. And speaking of people, there are some I need to thank. And honestly, standing here for another hour still would not be enough time to get through everyone. But let me try to do this right. To the faculty and research mentors who treated me like a colleague before I felt like one, to the PTK advisors who pushed me to take pride in my academics, to my coworkers at CTAS who were never just coworkers, you were the people I could walk over to when I needed help or just needed to talk. To the C-STEP team who were always there when I needed them, And to every classmate who studied with me, argued ideas with me, and made me laugh in the middle of a stressful week, and to the people who keep this college running every single day, the members of the administration, the people you walk past in the hallways, the ones who make sure the buildings are clean, the ones who keep this campus safe. You are a part of this too. Thank you. And to my family, especially my parents, who are watching this live right now, you made it possible for me to come here. You sacrificed so I could have this opportunity. I love you so, so much and appreciate everything you've done for me. And above all, thank you, God, for all of it. None of us got here alone. That is not a cliche, that is just true. So to my fellow graduates, you did something real. Whether it took you 2 years or 5, whether you worked full-time while doing this, or raised kids while doing this, or flew across the world and figured out how to live in a new country while doing this, you stayed consistent when it was hard. That is the thing that actually matters. And this is not the finish line. For most of us, this is the part where things actually start. Some of us are transferring. Some are entering the workforce. Some are still figuring it out. And that is completely fine. What we are taking with us is not just a degree. It is proof that we can do hard things. So do not stop now. Keep yourself involved. Keep saying yes to things even when you're nervous. Give back when you can, because the people who helped you got to where they are because someone helped them too. And find your Miss Francesca, or better yet, be someone else's. You only need one yes. And honestly, we earned this one today. Now go find the next yes. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Imam, for your encouraging words. Graduates, as your valedictorian so beautifully stated, you have each come from different starting points and traveled different paths to reach this moment, but you are all here together to celebrate this incredible milestone. For many of you, this journey was never yours alone. Along the way, you were lifted by the steady support of family, friends, mentors, and loved ones who believed in you. They were the voices encouraging you when you needed strength, the people checking in, cheering you on, sacrificing for you, and sometimes simply making sure that there was a warm meal waiting after a long day of work, class, and studying. These are the people who stood beside you quietly and faithfully. Many of those who love and support you most are here with us today, and I'd like to take a moment to recognize them and thank them for the countless ways they helped make this achievement possible. And while many of you may have had the fortune to have the support of the people with us today, remember that support systems are a gift, but ultimately, each of you must choose to seize the opportunity and to keep pushing forward. And as Imam just said, find your next yes. Graduation is the achievement, the moment you officially complete the requirements for your degree. For some of you, that happens at the end of the summer or fall of 2025, and for others, it's just happening. That was the moment you earned your diploma through your hard work, perseverance, and dedication. Commencement, however, is the celebration. It is the formal gathering of family, friends, mentors, and classmates to honor everything that you have accomplished and the journey that brought you here. Today is not only about recognizing your degree, but it is also about recognizing your growth, resilience, and possibilities. And I'd like to take a few moments to reflect on why this celebration matters and why you should take part in celebrating yourselves. I always enjoy sharing with students that I am a first-generation college student who also started at a community college. And I truly understand what it feels like taking that first step. The doubts, the questions, the fear, it's all real. Now, as a president of a community college, I am also familiar with the stats surrounding those who take that first step. Not everyone who starts college has reached this point. According to nationwide research, only about 43% of community college students earn an associate's degree within 6 years. Nearly 60% of the students who start never finish. So despite challenges, fears, or doubts, you are among those who made it. And today is about more than crossing a stage or earning a degree. It is a celebration of your perseverance, your growth, and your commitment to your journey. Through demanding coursework, unexpected setbacks, countless moments of challenge, you have proven to yourselves that you can do hard things and succeed. By engaging with your professors, your classmates, and the Queensborough community, you have encountered new ideas, broadened your perspectives, and discovered the value of your own voice. The ability to think critically, contribute thoughtfully, and remain resilient will serve you far beyond this ceremony. And research continues to affirm this. CUNY's own research has shown that students who earn associate's degrees improve their chances of earning higher incomes and of successfully earning a bachelor's degree. So the bottom line, you have built a foundation for yourself that no one can take away. That does not mean that the road ahead will be free of challenges. Those are certain to come. But now you know what it takes to overcome obstacles, adapt when necessary, and keep moving towards success. In the moments when you may question yourselves, you can always look back on this day as a reminder that you have what it takes to go out and be amazing. And you have that unique advantage of beginning your journey at Queensborough Community College, a place grounded in a culture of care, strengthened by an environment that values all voices. So as you take your next steps, be bold in your ambitions, courageous in taking chances, and determined to make a difference in this world. But always remember to lead with kindness. Graduates, you deserve all the recognition that comes your way today, and I hope that you will take a moment to celebrate yourselves. So to the class of 2026, congratulations. And now is the moment you've been waiting for. So now Grand Marshal Pecorino will join me as we prepare to confer upon you your degrees.
And now the time has finally come, the conferral of degrees and certificates. The candidates will be formally presented by our Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Phyllis Curtis Tweed. We kindly ask that you hold your applause until all degrees have been conferred and certificates granted. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate in Arts please rise? There. Associate in Arts, they're over there. I put this over here now.
President Mangino, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees. I am pleased to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate of Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs, as well as the faculty of the college, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate in Arts with all the rights, privileges, immunities, and honors thereunto appertaining. In addition to the traditional cap and gown, you will notice that many students are wearing stoles representing various honors, affiliations, and achievements. Students wearing blue and white cords are graduating with honors. Students wearing royal blue and gold cords are members of the Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society. Students who are members of the Delta Alpha Pi International Honor Society also wear royal blue and gold cords. Our student veterans are wearing red, white, and blue cords. Additionally, you will see students wearing kente stoles. Those represent our students who identify as Black or African American and celebrated this rite of passage during Queensborough's Sankofa celebration. The lavender stoles are for our students who identify as members of the LGBTQIA+ community.
Matthew Alton. Do you have a card? Shane Moore. Armani Velez. Jessica Abigail Figueroa. Daisy Reillo. AJ Singh. Manar El Noor. Kayla Lily Hernandez. Tunreo Ali. Yana Davidova. Brianna Rosero. Pritam Chakraborty. Tejwant T. Gabriela Jasmine Alvarado. Shireen A. Abbasi. Scott A. Ahmed. Jamie Mearly Villasis. Ruth Maria Kenley. Carolina Sky Nelson. Carolina Castro Carrera. Tristan Larkin. Jolie Isabella Bonanno. Patrick Neville Morgan. Roberto Musarra. John Chris Trabi. Afsana Mozamder Mim. Sydney Barreto Pulgarin. Kyle Flores. Billy Quinteros. Alexandria Carty. Juliana Ortiz. Ariana Murray. Ishais Espinal. Claire Nora Gabriel Philippe. Abigail Barrett. Dixie Molina. Jeremy Kwaku Asamoah. Tiffany and Luisa Navarra. Kelly Sue. Brianna Peña. Shakina Hassan. Diana M. Serpas. Quetzali Lopez Robles. Caffron Chaffin. Angel Moreno Lucero. Jocelyn Damis. Rehana Taskin. Fabienne Marie Benjamin. Wendy M. Zavala Aguilos. Samuel Espinal. Shebonia Couture. Danisha Scott. Yasmin Alva Ayala. Ariana Richards. Heavenly Velasquez. Caitlin Marchena. Layla Rihanna James. Nicole Carolina Barba Cusco. Jamila Austin. Tremaine McDonald. Jordan Meredith. Brianna Lane. Isabella Joan Radice. Jada Natalia Lugo. John Schierenbeck. Raymond Licona. Robert Walsh. Ule Alekos Matsis. Michael Vera. Charlie Pinedo. Erechukwu Shekina Okorie. Tashawn E. Gray. Rosana Rodriguez. Deadis Deren Espinal Rodriguez. Gurjit Singh. Siwoo Lee. Winjani Sinsmere. Oscar Ramirez Rivera. Christy Harbajan. Theodosia Rodriguez. Arvin Khan. Christian Anthony Wilson. Javier Sandu. Gerardine Ortiz. Madeline Aguirre Villa. Brian Guzman. Davian Ramirez. Noah Rosamond. Thank you. Hao Yang. Emily Kispi Tenesela. Alexander Coleya. Crystal B. Green. Elizabeth Ramdani. Jennifer Amanda Thompson. Anika Chowdhury. Colin Michael McGarvey. Andrew George Koziol. Jada Williams Johnson. Destiny Mejia. Denise Diego. Anisa Hamid. Reshmi Das. Day Robinson. Catalina Alejandra Rodriguez. Nia Imani Robbins. Jaspreet Kaur. Mia Holland. Jamie Lynn David. Jaden Ford. Matthew Brandon Sanchez. LaShawn Dornick. Emily Ortiz Minkini. Sarah Braverman. Kiara Brian Matias. Antoinette Lake Strong. Julia Zaffini. Jania C. Modeste. Michael Murphy. Ana Daniela Bermudez Rivera. Kevin Jara.
Yeah. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Science and certificates please rise?
The candidates for the degree of Associate in Applied Sciences are assembled, as are the candidates for certificates. President Mangino, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees, and I am pleased to present them to you. And I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate in Applied Science and grant their certificates.
Upon the recommendation of the Provost and Vice President, as well as the faculty of the college, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associates in Applied Science and certificates with all the rights, privileges, immunities, and honors thereunto pertaining.
Mariam Aptam, Dimesh Dial, Gabrielle Dinan, Anderson Coy Sulagi, Hen San, Oluwato Bilobaba Ezekiel, Arif Bila, Sharon Williams, Davina Singh, Jacqueline Isabel Rivera, Isabel Lopez, Samantha A. Preciado, Bridget C. Quinga, Norida Abad, Crystal Argueta, Carlos M. Taveras, Makai Morgan, Ashton Astelt, Manuel Varela, Brendan Juarez Gonzalez, Nicholas Bahamon, Arthur Cruz Casares, Alex Ramnarin, Mendip Kaur, Priya, Clifford Odidge, Janae O. Dumas, Diego Hernandez, David Sosa Arevalo, Matthew Alexander Santiago, Esmeralda Parada Martinez, Carla Peguachi, Darwin D. Guaman, Rudradeo Nadeo, Amal Hussein, Shah Ishrat Jahan Raji, Son A. Cha, Snyder E. Orozco, Moro Pilco, Juliana Trujillo Ramirez, Kimberly Ali Soroka, Brisalis Fernandez Sid, Nusrat Jahan Naba, Ronald Naola, Jeffrey Abatayo II, Munish Kumar, Miguel Eduardo Cabrera Callejas, Dante J. Vanderpool,
Han Wei Jiang, Evelyn Movocho Casella, Dejinen Johnson, Alexa Capasso, Raiden Humayon, Glenn Majesty, Jason Small, John Maxime Arithmetica, Mokeon Lauren Cruz Pace, Ryan Kwaku Baku Ente, Fawahel Sadat, Jacqueline Morales Monguia, Kaylee Palaguaki Paguay, Brendan Diaz, Tadiwanashi Natasha Mushonga, Sumaya Sarah, Freddie Perez, Arno Guba, Marcus Ospina, Laura Camila Puentes, Maria Amelia Cadena, Martha Franco, and Dubusi Ahima, Mamadou S. Diallo, Jain Sharma, Jonathan Ramirez Cruz, Edward Martinez, Alan Tabango, Vimy Liao, Luis Ramos, Alan Desapada, Mark Ortiz, Axel De Leon Cruz, Gabby Samuels, Dwight Draper, Joel Perez, Isdore Equibellum Jr., Wals Metalis, Damian Ali, Yasmin Sky Bautista, Victor Dumet, Rebecca Munoz, Nancy Leconte, Ayana Masani Larry Moore Hunt, Alicia Diaz, Kenneth Huang, Douglas J. Garcia Rojas, Imani Bernard, Andre Goncalves, Marco Antonio Santos, Encri Paola Tisul Gutierrez, Jocelyn Yonga Gombania, Kayla Bailon Murillo, Anna Teresa Rosa, Julie Ann, Janine S. Burgos, Natalie Sabata, Alejandro Velasco, Luciana Dominic Cristiano, Anthony G. Gonzalez, Yesenia Pabon Villarren, Natalie Moran, Danalis M. Para, Jack Wren, Romina Navarez, Z.L. Lee, Shivren Lin, Daniel Ramnath, Ariel Hernandez, Frances Jimenez, Kerry Sutherland, Saeed Rahman, Amanda Jimenez, Anthony Marks, Justin Wu, Abisoya Faith Dixon, Anderson Torres, Corey Richard James, Adita Soko, Mohammad Shahzad, Leonard Galimov, Carl Zavino, Vishal Habansi, MD Shahid, Olga Abidueva, Dekyong Yang, Gonzalo Sadinas, Jiang Huang Shu, Sir Kusheti, Charlene Goyo, Janet Thomas, Victoria Baxter, Harvey Ventura, Jonathan Lima, Mandira Joshi, Manahil Zahid, Malahid Zahid, Wang Quinn Lai, Benita Langford, Kessian Lawrence, Diana LaForest, Zaharias Abgulas, Coco Core, Yamel Toribio Guzman, Neyuret Castaneda, Marcia Fossam, Tony Chuck, Shi Young Gu, Robert Albert Echeverria. Timothy Rodriguez. Scarlett Levine. George Athanasopoulos. Mohammad Zahura. Hi, how are you? Juan Miguel Ortega. Chanel Sabrina De Rosier. Alkama Nassim. Hi guys. Jyoti Akhtar. Nakai Moore. Yes. Bianca Lupavella Gilmore. Kaya Monette Green. Emia Tello. Imaya Kiara Nicole Taylor. Brittany Nagasaw. Stacian Kimball Brown. Kaylin Nathari. Nayla Walters. Jacoby Evans. Annalisa Remsaran. Ryan Sanan. Wakamiya Jean. Chelsea Celestine. Hazel Ospina Granger. Michaela Tishona Vassell. Tihani Singh. Naomi Obagaye. Naisha Garris. Chimdina Ozorugu. Francesca Amadeo. Jacqueline Marin Ayodelo. Kyle Ogunti Mase. Kaylin C. Rios. Jocelyn Diva Esguerra. Lilin Liu. Anastasia Jenku. Kalisha Clinton. Courtney Miles. Robert Chacon. Robert A. Ramirez Perez. Saida Tabindra Prionti. Dwayne Berry. Ritika Rani. Oscar Palacios. Benjamin Westmeyer. Catherine Giraro. Minashki Basteo. Jose Melendez. Puablin Singh. Ajay Bagwat. Zulaini Espino Arias. Casey Contreras. Denali Gully. Farad Somanu. Kevin Wazir. MD Sadiq. Whitney Wang. Sakib Reza Sazad. Maya Pan. Mia Pan. Atul Jat. Eric Kim. Michaela Bostic Shanuli. Stacy Dennis. Kevin Phillips. Alexis Ford Clark. Abdullah Al-Siyam. Irachi Brown. Jake Jacobo. Oh, good to go. Perfect. Thank you. They were all my students.
Are you sure? It doesn't say it. Oh, yeah. Will the candidates for the degree of Associate in Science and BTech early college graduates please rise? Now.
The candidates for the degree of Associate of Science and BTech early college graduates are assembled. President Mangino, these candidates have met all the requirements for their degrees. I am pleased to present them to you, and I respectfully request that you confer upon them the degree of Associate in Science.
So upon the recommendation of the Provost and Vice President, as well as the faculty of the college and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees of the City University of New York, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate in Science with all the rights, privileges, immunities, and honors thereunto appertaining.
Amna Chaudhry. Chaudhry. Carisi Castro Carrera. I just want to make sure there's Giselle Moreno. Agatha Raymond. Ana M. Cabrera. Dairili Espinal Jimenez. Patricia Nadine Richards. Jadelle Divine Mason. Azaria McQueen. Dominic Ruggiero. Naheen Hassan. Farhan Fahim. The man. Brezhnev Dodard. Gesnon Rubiad. Ali Khan. Faiza Ali. Hasna Wish. Halima Abbas. Violetta Kim. Joel Pico Velasquez. Ronald Veras. Pretty actor. How beautiful. Stephanie Galarza. Amy Mendez. Emily Rosario. Armanpreet Kaur. I love how y'all look at me. Oh. Janine Hernandez. Dylan Hernandez. Come here. Maggie Abelsod. Sahira Lopez. Kingsley Sue. See you. Fanny Luna. Marta Cardoso. Aaliyah Jessica Anderson. Arlene Ilko. Obanuju Chikwe. You're welcome. Zulega Hederi. Heather D'Agostino. Herlene Carr. Sylvia Wilches. Elibel Valerio. Rosemary Palma Portillo. Megan McDermott. Suresh Singh. Tommy Garrido. Evan M. Virolas. Oh, hold on. James Kelly. Maria Granja. Melody Mendoza. Kehinde Adekunle. Andrew Suarez Basurto. Valesca Mendoza Tejeda. Chimon. Rhea Smith. Alexander Vassal. Angel Alvarez. Nathaniel Russo. Cynthia Islam Rosa. Shanze Atif. Christelle Bastian. Billy Chen. No, come on. Stephanie Tenelema. Teddy Seo. Precious Ferguson with the crown. Brianna Blackwood. Ahmed Rayan. Alan Quintero. Alex Anthony Warren. Dasni Gomez. Okay. Fernanda Nicole Moscoso Zambrano. Mark Anthony Ketwaru. Gerline Carr Aberoy. Sorry. Varisti Raywat. Michael Mencia. Iman Zahid. Elizabeth Lee. Naylan Alvarez Velasquez. Justin Robert Schmalz. Natalie Sarahi Robles. Jamie Wiggin. Young Kwang Lee. Dimitri Garfield Chavane Smith. Yadi. Joel Rivera. Elon Sage Sylvester. Jenna Nieves. Arlen Ramos Chango. Vantinia Cromwell. Adrian Emmanuel Morrill. Chelsea Peters. Aaron Nicholas Panan. Todd Shit Luane. Anwin. Mohammed Hamad Farouk. Mubarak Ahmad Arif. Jacqueline Haber. Chadian Bailey. Melly Jane Medina. Zubair Hussein. Jubaida Taha. Tiffany Sedena. Kader Ziyad. Bradley Balkaran. Samir Hussein. Malini Sukraj. Samantha Fungsen. Yadira Bach. Prince James Farrow Myrie. Jamilyn Gomez. Dana Joseph. Nayan Maliat Prami. Saw Yan Nyang. Ahmad Adil Karim. Fanu Abarafe. Gurkirat Singh. Sukyo Singh Randawa. Mandeep Singh. Evelyn Michelle Macias. Wandy Leonardo. Luigi Munoz Leon. Leila Banu. Diksha Sharma. Pratik Dahal. Clara Bianca Bravo. Austin Jordan Peter Adger. Yesenia Santiago. Mandur Nayar. Sana Ogratadar, Iker Pena, Evelyn Ortung Tenesaka. Keep this. Brianna Cece, Joshua Williams, Sandra Patricia Vargas Acosta, Mahek Sauer, Dylan Maharaj, Taryn Legros, Camilla Terrain Jarrett, Kevin Payasco, Alexander Ulloa Rodriguez, Elizabeth Abreu, Aaliyah Giselle Renee, Destiny Anderson, Canny Louis, Brandon Clark, Noreen Rinaldi, Daniel Christopher Montero, Robin D. Bankhead, Robin Bankhead. Netmi Dona, Leisha Marie Canelo, Jashanique Brown, Bilal Atal, Cynthia Cruz, David Pasuiska, Saka, Melissa Bim, Valentina P. Rodriguez, Tanisha Brown Edwards, Alfonso Jason Davis, Mehedi Mitu, Victor Felipe Santanilla, Matthew Otero, Anthony Cook, Camille Mangaroo, Shayani Zamora Aviles, Alexander Mantilla, Stanley Mai, Martine Saint-Just, Josiah Charles Canty, Marcela Mendez Solis, Ying Tong Lee, Yui Liang, Nancy Yarale Reyes, Uzal Dura, Elton Mahendra Singh. You want the whole name? Yeah. Felipe Alexander Astudillo Alvarez, Justin White, Aaliyah Thompson, Stephanie Novoa Ortega, that's Yardy, Moesha Hamilton, Dady Chantal Ordonez, Jamar Toussaint, Michelle Samba, Mediha Shazia Soaib, Deshani Juanita Nevea Ross, Alicia Walker, Henry Alexis Pauta, Genesis Cepeda, Yotiga Ramprasad, Karina Flinch, Isaiah Grullon, Emily Porteviejo, Kayla Jordan, Montserrat Chacon, Sarah Jade Rivera, Sharon Diane Martinez, Chelsea McConnell, Sebastian Rodriguez Flores, Martina Astudillo Paredes, Edwin Rodriguez, Jonathan Stephen Naula, Stacy C. Prasad, Karina Devi Gear, Christopher Daniel Jarawan, Ning Ong Lot, Sila Zainab, welcome, Kayla Louison, Sandeep Singh, Lucy Jiang, Enrica Abigail Williams, Matthew Louis Espana, Jasmine Camille Duluth, Aislinn de Jesus, Alana Singh, Stefan Fayash, Parisa Nuri, Vishwani Singh, Esmeralda Amador, Carolyn Pena, Sharon Aquino, Joseph La Groteria, Matthew Hernandez, Zachary Locke, Angelina Mintz, You, Me, Son, Nelson Tan, Umar Samad, Shafin Awal, Brian Sandoval, Sheena Pachon, Alejandro Allende, Ifran Tultul, Israt Samia, Emma, is it Emma Noel, Ayusha Shrestha, Maria Fernanda Garcia Lopez, Jonelle Heron, Victoria Abigail Camby, Tyler Edwards, Eta Samul Haq Sifat, Saha Jun, Kevin Steven Vasquez Mendez, Jessica Pina, Masuma Mahira, Yesenia Romero, Daniel Andres Franco Garcia, Eloise Potier, Oma Mahan, thank you, Tuni Rain Ramsaran, Richard Sangorima, Michelle Oso Orio, Gilda Gabriel, Dejanira Villar, Marlene Duncan, Sofia Belen Bustos Ruiz, Laura Lopez, Ramkumar Isardat, Samuel Arzumand, Lisbeth Aguiaza, Zakari Mir Narvarha, Uchongo, Justin E. Diaz, Ashley Rachel Moya Lujan, Talia Fernandez Guaman, Bibi Alacock, Prima La Rosa, Arusa, Haley Bella Fior, okay. Diego Andre Castillo Chavez, Zafar Islam, Prativa Bat, okay. Daniel Che, Siwen Gu, Soledad Gracia, Arnold Levy Zambo Nkoto, Pukar Shrestha, Isabella Escobar, Jocelyn Consugra Cantillo, Serafina Creighton, Haley Contreras, Jaribel Cabrera, Samuel Rodriguez, Chelsea Amber Radcliffe,
Adila Rahman, Vinella Mustalifa, Adelina Mustafa, Nishat Chowdhury, Danielle Bellafiore, Claudia Roussant, Asira Robinson, Suhe Gonzalez Puntos, Mary Ingsen, Anandita Huda, Daniel Liu, Luis Ciris de Jesus, Tanmay Das, Stephen Sheridan, Jordan No, Omdarji, Jeffrey Urquilla, Madison Torres, Sarah Seacherman, Jillian Citarella, Jana Lobmeyer, Sarah Gupta, Max Matos, Saria Akhtar, Brianna Rojas, Gabby Sosu, Ashley Guzman, Jamel Stevens, Jaden Lee, Evan May, Nathan Harry Prasad, Ria John, Zenobia Wyatt. Sarah Lopez. Zinat Zahid. Ashley Levea Vasquez. Victoria Bravo Nogrovejo. Kahi A. Tingling. Sheikh Ahmed. Mohammed Khan. William Giovanni Sanchez. Nicholas Oliveras Tuesa. Jocelyn Cardenas Mataleo. Josh Persadi. Shah Israt Sultana Bijoyi. Mariana Valencia Costa. Jennybel Liriana Cabral. Olivia Burke. Tatiana James. Nadira Voss. Brianna Glover. Tony Abrams. Brisney Castellanos Velasquez. Julia Castellanos Velasquez. Danica Webb. Dana Viola Reyes. Melissa Ramey. Kayan Kuntz. Natalie Rojas. Zauhan Jan. Ochina Obioro. Good. Nada Abdulriab. Beatrice Sanchez. Scarlett Espinosa. Brenda Lisette Perez Barrera. Maria Gonzalez. Kila Terrones. Thea Jean-Chapno Aguinaldo. Indiana Hunter Garcia Lewis. Ana Portales de Garcia. Jalen Puente Porterreal. Samantha Collado. Safa Kakar. Solomon Seo. Christopher Valbasas. Lily Louis. Victoria Williams. Hardeep Gobra. Cassandra Denise. Julio de los Santos. Andrea Aleman.
Dylan G. Daldari. Antonio J. Lawrence. Paula Garcia Paulino. Alexandra A. Uwasensi. Boluwatife. Michael Boluwatife Adeniyi. Lisi Nicole Jorge Files. Kevin Andres Blandon. Maria Valentina Gonzalez Marquez. Catherine Richards. Jessica Sicharan. Alexa Casado. Paula Martinez Vargas. Hannah Thompson. Nishat Tasnim. Mateo Rodriguez. Emmanuel Urena. Brian Peralta. Rodrigo L. Ocampo. Sandra Collum. Lisa A. Badillo. Queen Hall. Anissa Gaio. Matthew Fennell. Javerio Bagatea. Deviani K. Harry. Yomaira Natalie Pelozo. Ifaf Chowdhury. Natalie Muniz. Aria Selena Ramroop. Black Jano Pierre Peter. Amir Abdul Elkak. Shun Le Tu. Thierry Tet. Win Yuya Kin. Jai Jefferson. Harry Fishman. Inaya Ali Jafar. Gloria Humala. Dilpreet Kaur. Gotcha. Janique Harper. Tiana Ariel Ramasar. Sakibur Rahman. Luis Miguel Caceres. Robert A. Flores. Naomi Santos Fernandez. Jane Nelson. Nyla White. Marisabel Maradiaga. Mia Fernandez Burgos. Anthony Peter Minguzzi. Kenneth Ariel Molina. Diana Ranglal. Stephanie Lopez. Lenworth Hosong. Jacob Stewart. Kyler Young. Maya Hedgebeth. Camilla Gaviria. Gregory Moore. Tassin Kandakar. Narendra Balkaran. Kayan Mikoni.
No, they want me to go fast. It's fine. Okay, let's go.
Kelsey Nunez. Jay Velasquez. Kirkpatrick Conke. Saad Belgare. Joaquin Fisher Ramos. Daryl Dennis. Elijah Fies Box. Jaselyn Elizabeth Santana. Trinity Leanne Bravo. Natalia White. Ernest Harris. Carla Gurung. Abigail Freyer. Jalen A. Lloyd. Fardeen Rahman. Stacy Castro. Eddie Valerio. Selena Davika Samaru. Fahadur Chaudhry. Alejandro Ovina. Zen Ni Jin. Cheyenne Amoy Malcolm. Jennifer Hyacinth. Mariela Morales. What's your name, hon? What's your name? Peter Torres. Yan Nang Win. Gioriani J. Guevara. Island Olmedo. Vanessa Mora. Nicole Rosales Chavez. Myra Jimenez Alvarado. Vianney Rodriguez. Stephanie Lopez. Jessica Lima. Megan Castro. Gerardo Reyes. Maizel Nunez. Litzy Sanchez. Shava Conway. Michael Williams. Corby Renee Williams. Elizabeth Mohammed Darwish. Lorinda James. Jasmine Adams. Amaya Mitchell. Kenya Benoit. Cindy M. Floresto. Betsy Robert. Brishania Gabrielle Millington. Hossein Ishrak. Jesus Zapata. Christian Rosales. Frank Zhang. Paul Ayokunle Akiniemi. Dornice Alicia Smielke. Ainsliana Goborn. Sasha K. Bagwandin. Sanchit Aurora. Robert Zhang. Philip Conte. Lorena Bozdugina. Thawab Ahmad. Oluwanufemi Olokwobi. Ashanti N. Roberts. Derek Ray Sepulveda. Diana Stephanie Hernandez. Ashleen Rutella. Sade G. Allen. Jediah Murray Robinson. Celeste Rain Bermudez. Casey Vincent Jaggers. Adolfo Bravo Martinez. Fedora Guerrero. Victoria Santos. Geraldine Desrosier. Jean Alexis. Jasmine Brianna Kimball. Luis Manuel Perez. Malika Poyigado. Zoya John Sharif. Nahid Ahmed. Kizito Umege. Tenzin Faldon. Nicole Figuera. Dominique Salerno. Amasia Lattimore. Hania Yuridia. Nandini Raghuveer.
So graduates, you have been conferred a degree that brings rights and privileges. And as a graduate, you have a responsibility in your community. Be a participant, make a difference. Queensborough graduates pledge to leave this world a better place than you found it. And for those of you who stayed, this is the moment of graduation. So will the class of 2026 please stand? In recognition of the conferment of your degree, please move your tassel of your cap from the right to the left. As we conclude today's ceremony, we ask that the members of the platform party exit the tents. Following the ceremony, graduates are invited to gather with their faculty near the department banners displayed along the track. Your professors and staff who have supported you throughout your journey extend their heartfelt congratulations and best wishes to a continued success. Thank you for joining us in celebrating your special occasion.